Hi guys and welcome back to the channel. So basically today I want to talk about being very specific. Now, the specific that I'm talking about is not just saying psychology in general. This is just psychology in general. I love talking about this channel because basically I've shown you guys how to automate this channel. I've shown you how to make the videos. And if you look at the video that I made about a week ago, and look at this video here. You will notice that back then when I made the video, this video, I also showed this channel on that video, on that tutorial. And you'll notice that this channel didn't have this many views here. Didn't have this many views here. It already had 1.1 million views. But the rest of the other videos are pretty much still the same. But the point is, look at the videos that are going forward. When I will show this channel, it had about 8,000 subscribers. Now it has about 11,000. And the videos, does it have more than 30 videos? No. All it did was become very specific. Now, this is something that I didn't speak about, and I don't see a lot of people talking about too much. The best way to find a niche, or rather, unsaturated niche, or even to find a niche where there's nobody at all. Do you know that there's still so much content that needs to be made? Do you know that there's still so much room for new content to be made? The problem is that we are too busy chasing trends. We're too busy chasing the flashy things that we see, you know, instead of focusing on something that nobody has made at all. Yeah, it's okay to copy other people. Yes, it's okay, to post every single day, generic AI slop. It's fine. You will get monetized. You will make some decent cash. But to see this kind of success with less than 10 videos, less than 30 videos, you need to be very specific. You need to do something different compared to other people. If you're not going to do it like the other channel, which I showed the other video, for example, if you're not going to do it like, let's say, Barely Evolved or Sergeant Mike, I think it's called Sergeant Mike. Let me see if the channel is right there. There we go. If you are not going to do it like Sergeant Mike, oh, he actually posted another video 4 days ago. If you're not going to do it like Sergeant Mike over here, who literally went viral with one video, I mean, don't get me wrong. There's two ways of going viral here, especially with long form. It's a very simple format. Either you put in a lot of time and effort into making a high quality video that's hard for even your competitors to replicate because of the amount of editing that's there, or hear me out, you become so specific. Oh, sorry, where's my channel? You become so specific that it's impossible for you not to gain any traction. Do you see this channel? This guy was very specific. He was very specific with the wording of his title. Simple thing as a title is enough to change the game. All of this content has been said on YouTube before. All we're doing is recycling it and renaming it. Therefore, people think, oh no, this guy came up with a new niche. No, this is not a new niche. The only thing that's changed is that you're being very specific. We are being very specific. So either you're very specific in a niche that already has competitors, you stand out because you're being specific, whilst your competitors are trying to copy other people's titles. For example, let's say I take this title right here, Control C, and I say Control V. I take this title, I search for it. Of course, I'm gonna find the first video I see. There's another guy. Look at this guy. He's literally copying. He's literally copying this person here. 37 videos, 32 subscribers. Oh, I wonder why. I wonder why. Guys, when you say copy a channel, it doesn't mean go and copy every single thing that they're doing. You only went there and put "there" in front of his titles. Can you imagine? Can you imagine that? Let's look at another guy here. At least this guy actually went ahead and changed the art style. This guy is actually doing something decent. This guy is doing something decent. But here's the problem. He's not being very specific. He's not being unique. How many times have people spoken about IQ? Everybody's talking about IQ. If you're following this niche, you'll notice that a lot of people are talking about IQ. A lot of people are talking about psychology of people with high IQ. Why are they doing this? Why are they not being unique? There's another guy doing exactly the same things. It's the same thing as when I was trying to do the POV niche, the POV niche. I noticed when I was using the templates, using the scripts and everything, it's giving me the same things that other people are doing. The same things. And I'm not going to waste time, make 30, 40 videos, and nobody else has made those videos. There's a guy who does something different, and there's a guy who knows what he's doing. Of course, you can find unique ideas that people have not yet made, but this guy is being very specific, just like this video here. I actually meant to show this channel. People who are addicted to imagining fake scenarios. A lot of us do this. This is actually a very good one. This is a very, very good one. He's very specific. Yes, the title is too long, but it's a very unique and very original concept, you know? There's another one. 10 common habits that are clear signs of autism. This is something else. This is very specific. Like I said, be very specific. Now, there's other channels that I want to show you that are doing this, that are being very specific. Now, let's look at another channel here. This one, nuance psychology. The psychology of people who would rather fix than replace. This is very specific. And the RPM is very high. Why? He's targeting people with cars, mostly older guys with cars, you know? Psychology of people with cars, basically, if you think about it. Look at the videos that he has here, 34 videos. And let's look at how many views he has. He has about 1.9 million views, almost 10 to 20K. Imagine, because of the RPM. And you can easily sell digital products with this thing here. A simple digital product, a simple PDF, you know? Look at this. He was very specific. Why is he seeing success? Sure, maybe most of his videos, at first, YouTube has to find your audience for you. But you can see here, within the first video that he posted 2 months ago, 31,000 views. This is actually very good, considering that this is a brand new channel and it's a very new concept. Psychology of people with this kind of, psychology of people who own certain types of cars, You can imagine somebody who says, okay, psychology of people who drive Mercedes Benz. There you go. Psychology of people who drive Volkswagen. Psychology of people who drive BMWs. You can actually copy this niche because there's literally no competition in this niche. There's little to no competition. Let's look at this most viral video and see if we can find some copycats. Let's see if we can find some copycats in this guy's niche. Now, what do we see when you see here? When you look here, literally, yeah, exactly. There's another copycat. But what did he do? He literally copied every single thing. And he's not even sticking to one niche. Sometimes you go back and copy psychology insight, or sometimes you go back and copy nuance psychology. Do you see the problem with these guys? Sometimes you go to the pet niche. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's all over the place. He is all over the place. He's not sticking to one very specific niche. It's okay to broaden yourself out. But if your editing is not good, the only thing you can do is be very specific. Let's see if there's other copycats in this niche. There's another copycat over here. At least this guy got some decent views. And another thing I like about the guys who copy like this is that at least they put some effort into changing the art style, Psychology of you. Let's see this guy. He has about 20 videos. Exactly. There's another guy. This guy's videos. This guy might actually be a good competitor for Noah's channel. And I wouldn't mind him, copying him because he's also doing something unique. The problem is here. When he tries to pivot or tries to change, this is the problem. He's forgetting that the reason why people are going to him is because about cars, psychology and cars. Now you're going to psychology and tattoos. So it's like saying psychology and, morality. No. People come to you because of your psychology and cars. If you look here, your most viral video has to do with psychology and cars. Just like I said, your most viral video has to do with psychology and cars. Why are you trying to pivot to going to psychology and tattoos now, or psychology of, general psychology? Don't do that. Psychology and cars. He's being specific. He's mixing two niches together. And his RPM is going to be high. Now let's see. Look at this. Another psychology and cars 1 month ago. Why did this guy get only 706 views and this guy get more views even though he posted recently? Let's see. Like we said, it's all about you being very specific. And also, guys, just put some decent editing. And look, here is less than what? Look at the videos here. This guy probably rebranded the channel, but still, less than 1,000 subs, doesn't post every day. Now he's posting psychology, behind why fans love BTS. Now this is something solid. Of course, I would change the art style, but this is actually a good idea. This is actually a good idea. But look at the problem now. Look at the way that the person is writing his titles. Why would you put a hashtag in your title? Remove the hashtags from your title. This is not YouTube Shorts. Now let's go back to what I was talking about, guys. I know that most of you might be bored from watching the video now, but like I said, the most important thing is being very specific. That is the new thing to do now. Back then, we'd make videos to appeal to a wide audience or something. But now, you need to be very specific. You see, and these guys, they actually understand it. They actually understand that in order for me to, go out there or rather to share my channel scene, I need to be very specific. Well, I think may need to take my statement back on this channel. It seems like we do have competition. This guy is uploading every single day. And to be quite honest, I don't know why he's not seeing views. Well, yeah, I would say maybe the art style. The art style is not pleasing to the eyes, perhaps. But otherwise, his upload frequency is amazing. 17 videos in, and he's been posting every single day. He's been posting every single day. This guy is actually good. He deserves, to get some traction on his channel. Let's look at another copycat here. Oh, this is the original channel. This is the original channel. There's another copycat. Psych unlocked 21 videos. And yeah, he was doing psychology. He was using Homer as the psychology. Okay, that's not a problem. But if you're going to do that, then stick to it, and just come up with unique, very specific ideas. You're using the same ideas that everybody else is using. That is the problem. The difference between you and making thousands of dollars is literally just you going to sit down for an hour or two and doing research to find very specific ideas. Now I'm going to show you another guy who did this. I'm pretty sure most of you, or if not any of you, have seen this channel. I think I've spoken about this channel before. Like we said, be very specific. This guy said, okay, you know what? Since somebody else is doing psychology with cars, somebody's doing general psychology, someone is doing psychology, with other things, I might as well do psychology of babies. Like I said with the previous videos, you can also still sell digital products with this. Imagine selling a PDF on Gumroad on, how to read your baby's mind or whatever, those tips and tricks. You just get ChatGPT to write the PDF, make it look nice on Canva, and you use Nano Banana for the pictures, make a nice book, then sell it on Gumroad. Each one of these videos, all you have to do is just add your link to your Gumroad and bam, you're already selling a PDF. At the same time, you're making money with YouTube automation. So now you have two sources of income. You have a digital product and also you have this channel. But how did that happen? It happened from being specific. This guy took babies and psychology. Let's look at another channel. Now, here, basically, I was actually searching for other channels. So basically, we spoke about Sergeant Mike. Remember Sergeant Mike, we said that how you went viral was either you make a very high quality video that is hard to replicate, or you have a very, very unique idea, or both. But just one of the two is more than enough. You go into a niche that is not saturated, but as you can see, this niche is saturated. Everybody talks about this. So how did he differentiate himself? With a high quality editing. Now let's close that chapter. Now, how would I go about finding a unique niche? As you can see here, I already searched here, psychology of a World War II veteran. I don't see that here. 5 years ago. Where is that? Where is the channel? Where are the channels? There's no psychology of World War II veterans. We already know that people who watch the psychology or World War II type of content are old people. Old people equals high RPM. And people who love war is Americans. Americans equals $10. Or first world countries love watching videos about war because, their countries never really face any other problems. So they use war to detain themselves. But then, that's something else. That's just a personal opinion. Forget about that. But the point is, I'm looking for this niche. I'm looking for somebody making 2D animations about psychology of World War II veteran. Nobody has done that. Why has nobody done that? This is an untapped niche, like I said. Literally, nobody has done this. You and I have literally seen this. Nobody has done this. Otherwise, it would have popped up first. Why was the first video we saw? The first video that we saw was from 5 years ago. Nobody has done what we are looking for. Nobody has done what we're talking about. Now, let's look for another one. Let's say you don't want war. Let's say you want finance. Psychology of hedge fund traders. Now, there is a video about it, about psychology of hedge fund traders. What does it say there? There you go. 1 year ago, 500,000 views. Is it in a 2D animation style? Nope. Is it 50 minutes long? It's too long? Yes. All we need to do is go and make our script, copy the art style or make our own art style and make the psychology of hedge fund traders. What do hedge fund traders think of technical analysis? You could literally remake these videos that you see here. There's one video. At least this is somewhere, somewhere in between, basically what we're talking about. Actually, it might actually be, yeah, somebody has actually done this. This somebody's actually done this, but look at the art style. Look at how it looks. It's not clean. It's not nice. It's too. I don't know how to say this. It's too brain rot. It's too yeah. Basically, I think that's how I would describe it. Too brain rot like. And also another thing, the person is not uploading every day. They're uploading at least 1 month. What do you call it? 4 times a month. So basically once a week, and that is not enough to succeed in this kind of channels. That is not enough, especially with AI slob. AI slob is more about volume. That's the truth. Especially if you don't have a very unique idea, it's more about volume. Do you see psychology of a trader? There's this guy. This is the channel that I literally just came back from. Oh, it's another one. Okay. But look at this guy. Literally the same thing. He's pivoting. Why is he changing? Why isn't he being patient? Was he uploading every day? No, not really. But why is he changing? Like we said, you need to be very specific. Being specific is the only way you can change your life. It's the only way you can change the game. The only way you can blow up without having many videos. It's the only way you can blow up with having less than 30 videos. Now, this channel right here is just another AI channel that I want to talk about next time. Now, the question is, hey man, you're talking about being very specific. How do I become very specific? How do I find these very specific niches? Very simple. Literally just go to chatgpt.com. Now, after that, you go to the text. Basically, I'm going to provide this prompt in the I'm going to provide it in the description of the video. It's for free. And then once you have it, you just paste it and you tell ChatGPT what you want. I told it something to do with psychology. And basically, it gave me multiple tiers. As you can see, I have age-based psychology, psychology of babies and toddlers. There's already something like that. Psychology of teenagers, psychology of elderly people. This is a very good one. Psychology of elderly people, because it means old people are going to watch it. It means that I get high RPM. Psychology of students, psychology of working adults. Also, this one is a good one. Why? Because it's working adults watching the videos, so I'm going to get a high RPM. Now look at this one. Life experiences and trauma. Psychology of war veterans. This is literally what we just searched for. Psychology of abuse survivors, immigrants, prisoners. Now, the best thing about all these type of niches, not only can you make digital products on them, but at the same time, you can also um not only can you can also get sponsored by other companies. These companies will literally just stand for helping survivors, immigrants, and whatnot. The sponsors from this kind of content are pretty much crazy. Personality and behavior, social relationship and psychology, all of these kind of things. These things is what people are posting about mostly. This is what most people post about, except for this one, psychology of cult followers, why people join and stay in cults. This is a very unique one, but the rest is what basically what everybody else is doing. But if you look here from here to this point here, there's a few out of every group that we list here. There's at least two or three groups that nobody has touched on. So literally, basically, all you have to do is just go to ChatGPT and paste the prompt that I gave you and just choose any niche. Now, if I were to choose a niche, let's talk about, let's just say anime. Let's just talk about anime. 25, then it's going to give us hyper specific. It's very, very specific. Psychology of anime villains, psychology of characters who slowly become evil, psychology of overpowered anime protagonists, psychology of anime characters who are always doomed, saddest backstories, psychology of people who are secretly always the smartest. It's not like these videos are unique. The only difference is that I added the word psychology. All of these videos already exist. I just added the word psychology, and basically, and the way I make the video makes it different. So people are like, hey man, I never watched this video. It's new. But no, you've actually watched the video. It's just in a different format, in a different style. Psychology of anime characters who manipulated everybody else. Psychology of anime rivals. Like, there's so many things to do. You can literally choose any niche. Now, let me choose another niche here. Now, I'm going to say, for example, really choose anime. What's another thing that you like? Let's say rappers. Or let's just say hip hop. Basically. Hip hip hop. Now, most of you are like, hey man, isn't this similar to the POV niche? You could say it's similar to the POV niche, but like I said, what is the difference? I took the word psychology and became very specific. The psychology of hip hop beef, the psychology of rappers who predicted their own fate, psychology of the business that moves behind hip hop empires. You can choose any niche. It is very simple. But like I said, If you want to blow up on YouTube long form, if you want to go viral on YouTube long form with small videos, the only way you can do it is two ways. Either you have a very high quality edited video, or you have a very specific video in a very specific niche that nobody else is posting in. There's literally little to no competition. Imagine there's 50 million, if not 100 million channels out there, but you couldn't even find one video of the very specific niche. Obviously, you're going to see traction. Obviously, you're going to blow up. Obviously, you're going to go viral. Anyway, that's all I had to say for today, guys. Thanks for watching.